name is Bebhinn and I'm nearly 32 years old, and I run a fashion blog from Dubai called halwafashion.com, and it talks about fashion in the Middle East. Started basically because I knew I could write, and I also knew that there was a gap in the market. There wasn't a lot of information online in the Middle East at the time, so there were people trying to find out things and they weren't able to get that information on new designers and up-and-coming talent, and so I just combined those two things and it worked, luckily. A good blogger is consistent, disciplined, listens to the readers and always strives to get something different. It's becoming really difficult in the Middle East at the moment to have unique content. I think you've got to really work hard to make sure that you're getting stories or information or products or whatever it is that other people don't have. So I think that makes a good blogger. Really important. A lot of websites I noticed from this region, they tend, particularly female websites, they have a lot of traffic on them, but aesthetically they don't look very good. So definitely the design is hugely important, because mostly when people go online they'll spend literally 3 or 4 seconds, and in those 3 or 4 seconds you have to grab their attention. So the design is really important. A big interest in fashion and also in up-and-coming designers and up-and-coming talent. Basically anything that's sort of new or a little bit different or people haven't seen before, so I have a natural interest in that. And as Halwa Fashion has become more well known, I get contacted now by a lot of people, so usually between what I think of myself and the people that I meet, I can come up with hopefully interesting content. Important with the website or fashion blog that you update every single day, because that's what people expect now. Everybody expects things now, very instantly. So you have to update at least once a day, if not more. This is going to be controversial, but I love Sass & Bide. I love the American designers. Sass & Bide really like their clothes. And I like I just like the brand and I like what they stand for. And another designer that I really like is Catherine Malandrino. I think she makes very feminine dresses, and I've met her and she's just amazing. I really like Catherine Malandrino. And from the Middle East, I would say Elie Saab. Who doesn't like Elie Saab? I keep my posts very short, and they tend to be short, funky, funny. It can actually be quite difficult to write in this region because that many different nationalities are looking at your work. So you have to make sure that I'm Irish, so I have to make sure that I don't say things that only Irish people will understand. And you've also got to keep in your mind as well that it's people from all over the region that are reading the posts. So you've got to make sure that you're not being too Dubai specific or talking about something that only people in the UAE would know. I think people basically come back because I really concentrate hard on the writing. And it's not rocket science, it's not The Economist. So you're supposed to come on, look at a couple of celebrity photographs, read a funny story, which is also informative as well. And and just have it brighten up your day and move on and come back the next day. So I think really with bloggers, it's the style of writing is really what sets you apart from everybody else. Samsung were actually one of the first people to support Halwa Fashion. They were really forward thinking a year and a half ago, and they approached me to basically work with them on Dubai Fashion Week. So this is our 3rd season now to work, and we've launched some really exciting female oriented fashion products like the Diva phone, which was last season, but this season is definitely the best. To say that they from the very beginning, they knew their direction. They could see that bloggers all over the world were sitting front row with fashion weeks, and they were blogging for brands. And really, Samsung just were so forward thinking a year ago to decide that this was, you know, the way forward. And yeah, people will be copying them, but they were first. It's really a lot of fun. Like the first time that we did it, I would take photographs on the runway and blog and tweet directly from the fashion shows, which nobody else in Dubai was doing at the time. Now there's more people are sort of tweeting and that kind of thing, but now what we've started to do is almost live stream the shows. So we don't actually live stream them, but I video record the shows and then post them to Helva Fashion, to the Samsung TV section, which is called Samsung TV for Fashion Week. And yeah, we live stream the fashion shows. So basically, if somebody can't make Dubai Fashion Week, they know that, you know, 2 hours later they can just go online and see the whole show. I would say don't underestimate the amount of work involved because everybody thinks it's easy. It's very, very easy just to publish a blog and write. The hard part is getting people to read it, and you really need dedication to do that. I would say as well to bloggers, really think about how the blog looks, because that's so important, because we talked about it before, you know, you've got 3 seconds to draw people in. So really, really think about how it looks. And yeah, I'd say other than that, go for it, you know, because the region is so big when you look at the Middle East region, and there isn't yet, you know, if you take the UK for example, you've got maybe 3 bloggers who are very, very big. Even in the region in the Middle East, there isn't, you know, people of that sort of influence or stature. So the market is wide open. I'd say go for it, but really, really think before you do it about how it looks.